these are the conventional methods. So I think there is definitely the third way, right? So
please go for it. Enlighten us.
The world we are living in right now at this point of time is how, right now, whatever things we are doing is impacting the other side of the world. It's just everything is interconnected.
So after the Scotland disaster, what next? Like, how did you navigate the journey? So after the Scotland disaster, what next? Like, how did you navigate the journey ahead?
So so as I said that I got married after that, and we started our own company. So we were doing a complete portfolio management solutions for the clients.
Okay.
So we were doing the proper traditional way of managing the portfolio for clients.
Okay.
So that company was born in 2015, and after that, within 2 years, I had my son. 2016. By that time, I realized that I'm so bored with numbers. Actually,
is it?
Yeah. I was just frustrated with numbers. I think day in and day out, we used to just do numbers. I got bored. I told my husband, I said, I'm bored with it now. I think I just cannot take this number. I want to meet people, go out.
Yeah. Being a social person, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So that's when I started working for a brand, Hindustan Lakme Liver.
Oh.
Yeah, I joined them. Yeah, I joined them. Again, it was
financial fashion.
So it was a culture, not a culture shock, but an industry shock, you can say.
Yeah.
So it was difficult for me to convince, the board to hire me at that point of time. But I think when I spoke about my the overall interest and everything, then they understood that, okay, fine. After 3 hours of interview, they finally said that I think you're the perfect fit. Because
I think they also saw your glam quotient because, of course, the personality speaks a lot. Right?
Yeah, I think they saw that.
Yeah.
I was first. I was the one, trying to convince them to hire me. After they got convinced, I was the one not convinced.
You were like, "Acha,
okay,
it's really for me."
It's really for me. I said, but I don't know. I'm not from this background. This industry is completely new to me. So I don't know. So then they said that, it's completely fine. You're just going to be taking care of the management. I said, okay, fine. From there again, jumping to a fashion industry,
starting from scratch in a way.
Starting from scratch. It was very different for me. Because I think till that time I just dealt with numbers. So it was always a number game in my mind. So so I remember the first day of my office, I said, I joined. There are obviously customers walking into the salon, and I was basically taking care of the Maharashtra cluster. So the customers are walking in, and I'm just figuring out I have to increase the sales. Now, how do I do it?
So the
big question is, how do I increase the numbers? So it was only again numbers in my mind, that kind of.
That's why sales.
That was sales, I said, okay, let's just take it in a more analytical way. Even this can be turned into, the numbers.
Same formula.
Same formula. I started running a salon, like a call center.
Really?
Yeah. So because see, I being the manager and given some kind of targets, I didn't care, who the person was, so I am like from a fashion industry, you got to represent, whoever the customer is working with. They obviously want to feel good, look good, feel good.
Of course, yeah.
convince
It's all
them,
about that.
my conversion is done.
Mm.
So, that's why I started doing it like more like, taking up purely
Cold
hardcore
calls.
cold calls and, getting them on, getting them,
Sure.
whoever's walking in the salon, getting them conversions big time through face to face.
Having
So,
schemes. And,
Having schemes and everything. That really worked.
yeah.
That really worked. I think within the second month of my joining in December, we tripled our sales.
Whoa, man, you're a rock star.
No, I think it's just that because since I was in a tier 3 city,
Yeah.
the competition back there then and there was little less, and people were not aware and not very exposed to these kind of services.
Got it.
So again, these are cash-rich cities, and where people have the money, have the spending power, but they don't know where to spend.
Yeah.
So that's the opportunity cost that I realized back then.
Wow. You got the pulse, basically.
Yeah, you understand. Yeah, I understood that.
Yeah.
Having worked there, I think then I again realized that I think I cannot be working under anybody. 2018 May, I started my own brand and salon called Adiva.
Okay, nice.
So I opened up my own salon.
Taking it ahead, whole experience.
I started that, and
Makes sense.
it was May 2018, and we did fairly well. We did. Yeah, I think. Again, the rest is history.
Okay.
The salon is still today, the brand
Right.
is up and established in tier 3 city.
Okay.
So we were two partners,
Mm-hmm.
me and my very close friend. We were two partners, and we did that. I exited my state. I came to Pune, and 2020 I came to shifted to Pune. I think in search of better growth again.
Sure.
2018, all of these things were happening. A lot of my batchmates started calling me up and saying that Forex is coming up in a big way.
Okay.
Why don't you come to Dubai or Singapore to come and join us? I said I don't want to. I think my heart lies in India. I think we'll figure out something from here.
Okay. Nice. You were very clear about that.
Yeah, I was clear. I said, I
Because
know.
it's a tempting offer, like for an Indian.
Yeah, I see opportunity globally, but I think I always felt that the heart lies in India, and the economy, given the economy, the growth and the rate at which we are growing right now, that was 2018 that I realized.
Like you could see the future of the country in terms of finance.
Yeah, the finance. So I said, okay, fine.
So, I mean, talking about Forex now, can we list down some of the top options for an investor individually as a portfolio to kind of invest in, in terms of putting the eggs in different baskets?
Yes, you can definitely. See, Forex is basically, it's one instrument, okay?
Sure.
When you're talking about the different categories, there's equity, there's Forex, there's stocks, commodities, metals, energy, indices. There are a lot of different categories to it.
Sure.
Forex is a part of it.
Got it. And then, of course, there's mutual funds.
There's mutual funds. Yeah? So, Forex in itself is a huge world in itself,
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's if I were to talk about the turnover every day, it's $7 trillion.
What the F?
Yes, it is. It's $7 trillion.
It's a GDP of a country. I mean,
Yes.
we're talking about the
In a
GDP
day.
of US.
Yeah,
That's
and
10
that
trillion.
too in a day. That's the kind of.
I think that's one of the highlight eye openers of this conversation, guys. Note that down. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're talking such a turnover that big,
It's huge.
it's huge. So one can just imagine, the kind of returns that can give. But here at back in India, our company's motive is basically to educate that it's just not a purely money making thing. There's more to it. If you were to take this consistently every day in your life, you can beat it.
Got it.
You can get it. Yeah. So Forex is as I mentioned earlier, I think it's you're exchanging currencies, one currency with the other one. Let's say, for example, if I were to buy dollar against INR, which I can do on my, through NSE platform, National Stock Exchange. So there are four pairs. The only thing that, we, in India, there are four pairs listed through.
So it's restricted to just four.
Four pairs in Forex.
Okay.
But yeah, still it gives you, a lot much better options in terms of, you can trade. So yes, of course, when I'm talking about, there's a difference between investor and trader. If you were to be investor, then you have to look at equity, commodities, long-term options.
Long-term.
Yes. When you're talking about trading, then Forex is one area that you can look into.
Okay. So do you suggest to have a consultant because it's such a new area, because
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
So I will recommend one. You just cannot jump into the market just like that because either you got to have like a basic understanding of the market, which is very important. Because what happens is that a layman person will just go in the market and upar jaya, just okay fine, now the niche aa gaya.
Roller coaster.
Roller coaster ride. It will become a very very emotional ride for the person, and it will lead into losses only.
Yeah, I think because it's very complex, right, as a domain.
Yeah, it is, so that's the reason one person has to have a little basic understanding of how the world economy works. Because everything is interconnected right now. When I wake up, I wake up 3:30 a.m. in the morning. It's the Japan opening that time. So Japan opens, of course that Australia opens, then the Indian, then the European, followed by US and London.
So it takes away your sleep as a consultant.
Yeah, it definitely takes. Right now, if I were to right now, if I were to take a trade right now, I got to be aware that what's happening there and what's the rate there, and a lot of my economical data, the policies, the monetary policies for the government will affect my transactions.
For sure.
So it's a 24 hours market.
Yeah, it's like you have to track every global timing.
Yes, so that's the
crazy.
main challenge. Through India, as I already said, that you can trade on four pairs. So INR being the denominator, currency, you can exchange either pound, you can exchange dollar, you can exchange euro.
Okay,
Yeah.
these are the main ones.
The main ones. So these are the
okay. So right. So for an Indian, let's say if I want to consult you, how does it go? The process. I mean, are you looking at a ticket size? Is there a minimum investment that needs to be done to make sense out of it?
Of course. I mean, so when you're talking about retail investment, it's a different ballgame altogether because retail investors are the most sensitive part of the group. Retail investors can start as low as $500. That is like 40,000 rupees.
Yeah.
They can start as low as 40,000.
Even that's possible.
Even that is possible. The thing is that, but this is a section of the society which is very, very vulnerable and very sensitive to whatever, whatever the movement happening in the market can take them down.
Very volatile.
Very volatile. It can become. So it's very important for them to understand that, the market is there to give you. The market is there to give you, but you're going to have patience. Markets, see, there is a psychology to even understand markets. You say, you want 1 lakh in a day, according to your equity depends. Whatever your equity, if you were to suppose, invest 1 lakh and then you're expecting 5 lakhs, profit, doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's unrealistic.
Unrealistic goals. So, unrealistic goals, over trading.
Right.
These are the major challenges, the youth is facing, not only in India, globally.
That's when the consultant comes in the picture, right? Because
Yes. So
they know the game.
they know the game. They
Yeah.
are much better equipped with the financial and the technical analysis, the fundamental analysis that what's happening globally. Like let's say, for example, yesterday it was FOMC, the Fed meeting. What did the Fed do with their interest rates? So it's very important for the currency in forex market. It's very important that one has to be updated with what's happening with respect to our interest rates.
Okay, yeah, which fluctuates almost daily, right?
Not daily, but yes, let's say for example now Fed will it has increased the interest rate by 75 basis points.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
huge.
the same thing it will be followed by RBI as well.
Of course.
RBI can do any time.
Yeah.
So
It's
because
also pegged in a way. Right?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So the world is one, connected. Once the US Fed comes up with certain decisions,
It reflects.
it reflects an Indian situation as well.
Yes.
So, once they increase the interest rates, the currency appreciates, but the equities goes down.
Got it. Got it.
So now you understand
Yeah.
everything is interconnected.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I were to buy dollar, I know my equity is going to go down.
It's a domino effect.
Yes.
Basically, coming from top.
Yeah. So, you're going to be aware of what's happening fundamentally
Yeah.
with regards to your monetary policies. I think, fundamentals play 70%. 30% is your technical,
Wow.
which people still don't realize.
So when you say fundamental, you mean the mindset, right?
Fundamentals means the mindset, generally, when you're talking about metal like a gold or anything, everybody is aware that, you keep on investing in gold, it will go up, it will go up. That's the fundamental thought, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah. So the fundamentals
Conditioning.
basically, overall, how a market
Yeah.
should function. That's the fundamentals. So
Yeah.
the fundamentals, the sentiments,
Correct.
they affect
The
70%.
emotional quotient.
A lot of things affect the market.
Got it.
Technicals is just
30%.
30%.
So, I saw one, like your app, when you were showing me the fluctuations. Are we talking about like milliseconds? Is it fluctuating? What's the crazy, right?
So no, it's
Yeah.
not that the fluctuation is happening every second.
Okay. Or
It's just that
millisecond.
the density increases during the Europe session, maybe around 130, or it increases during the US Open. It really depends.
Okay, it depends on that. But this is an average kind of. It's
Yes. The
Wow.
commodity market in MCX in India is open 24 hours.
okay.
You can trade on gold anytime.
Basically, you're not supposed to sleep if
You're not,
a
you're not
consultant.
supposed to sleep. You can make money 24/7. Yeah.
Wow. So, guys, I think as an investor myself, Trisha has been a great support. I think I would strongly recommend you to have a consultant on board. Please do not do it yourself. You will be in a mess. So, yeah, I mean, in case you want to get in touch with her, we are linking all her social media profiles, especially Instagram is where you're most active. So, feel free to DM her and she'll definitely help you out. Okay, so, do you want to take a break?
Yeah.
Okay. Cut.